Period. Trust him, trust him. Not have faith and trust him, but trust him beyond a book, beyond a phone, beyond me, beyond you, beyond
everything and anything.
When do I learn to trust God to where I'm walking in the wilderness by myself with nothing and know that God is standing right there beside me? He's the cloud that leads me, that would stop whatever attack from getting me because I'm walking in the dark, and he would be the cloud behind me, or however he would show up to make sure nothing sneaks up on me. He would be just enough light in that wilderness to where I can see. When is it that do I open my eyes and realize that everything that I've been through, God has been right there with me? Being thrown out, being kicked out, being evicted, being a horrible husband, being a horrible father, being abused, being an abuser, being just a sinner. And God says, I'm still here. Because I love you, not because you're worth it, because I love you.
That's right.
And when you're ready, you're going to turn and you're going to see me, and you're going to be like, oh, when did you show up? God's going to say, I never left.
Welcome to the party. I'm glad you showed up today.
Let's get to work. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I fight so hard. Man, it used to be a time back in my life, you know some of this, that there's not too many things that I wouldn't do for this world, or what somebody dared me or asked me to do. Hey, you want to go do this? Absolutely, let's go do it. To where I don't even leave the house. We don't leave the house. And I know that it's as hard as I was in that world, I'm fighting that much harder on this side for God. Because I know that I'm not worthy of any of this grace and mercy and blessings that he gives me. I mean, to be homeless but not homeless.
I want let me interject just for 1 second. I'll tell you these things that you not be offended. John 16:1. As many will come before you and will do things to persecute and or kill you. Verse 3. The only reason that they do this is because they claim to know me, but they do not know me. I worship in honesty, because I think that's the only way that we present ourselves in a worthy place of God. I'm unworthy. The Bible says, while we were yet in sin, that's when Jesus died. It's at your epitome of ugly that he takes the place of me, so I don't crucify me. I know that we are stagnant. I'm not going to lie about it. I know that we can do better. I'm not going to lie about it. I know that like the drive and the pull and the push is minor to what we were running in the world. That's just honest. We get up every day, serve ourselves and serve these people out here. And the way we run for God is of no consequence the way we run for them. And I think that the willingness is enough that God will use that to move us and shape us. But the will of the word will never change if it is futuristic, but not in like the sense of perfect worship. We're not talking in idea, but in reality that I'm still in my way, still hinder me. In plain terms, we could do better. Gotta do better. Strive to better. Like there's a dying world out there, and we like be consumed for days at a time over nothing when like we're comfortable. And this is the grace, because it could be worse. When do we wake up and be like, I can't play with it anymore? That the world is going to come and life is going to happen around us. Absolutely. Can't get consumed in that stuff. We could do more. At the end of the day, when we know better and become selective about it, there'll be no excuse for people like us.
I received that.
It makes me feel bad. It does. It makes me feel bad because there is none. It's and we get comfortable on the phone and Facebook and stuff, and there's people next door that don't even know.
Yeah.
He drop in from time to time, and you be here, and so like, don't ever think I'm talking to you, because he be talking to me, son. There's people next door, people downstairs who don't even see the person you present yourself to be when you're preaching, because you do it for them, but you never show him. And that become the problem. Because you know better, live different, preach it this kind of way, but you know better. Romans says, after so long, what happened?
That he gives you up to your
reprobate. You done been through probation. You done been reformed, woken up. He'll bring you back to that place where we're ever going through the cycle thinking that it's the right way.
So in my mind, that reprobate would be, you're not getting probation anymore. You're going back to do your backup time. A backup time would be death.
You fall back asleep in the world.
Right.
And he's like, and you will believe that is the grace and the mercy of God that you keep living. And you become a Saul when David is on scene, anointed to take your place. The grace has been lifted, and we're just counting the days for Saul to die. Don't even know we're pushing people who is fighting Goliath for us, but who will replace us. It's the burden that we carry, but I wouldn't have it no other way. So make me more willing. Make me more usable. Humble me in whatever way. Hurt me to help me. Really. Crucify me. And where I forget to, kill me. Use me. We want to sing and stuff, man, and have no relationship at all. And then that stuff become not displeasing. It becomes the idol that we worship, the image, the sound, the way it looks. When did God become so popular?
Yeah.
There's work to be done, and y'all sitting up in my building. There's work to be done, and you want to sing a song. There's folk dying in this world, and we get caught up in the background.
People would show up because we gave a word that such and such is going to be here next Sabbath. So people would show up like it's a concert. Yeah.
It's whatever they want it to be, because God is not there. That becomes my stage, my auditorium. That's my performance day. Like you bring them in and push me out. Leave church and feel this kind of way. We leave all this junk, man, and I tell you, like, the free gift is awaiting you, and we be like rejecting it for like the way of working it out ourselves. And yes, God saves you, but what does it be to be saved to somebody who's not pleased with you?
So in a sense, it'd be Second Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. To keep it veiled, keep the good news veiled, would be keeping it from those who are sleeping, deceived in this world, this world that is run by the deceiver, the god of this world.
It's like allowing a baby to run out in the road and you see a car coming, and we get caught up in like trying to save the adults who are out of the street.
Or let me go back upstairs and grab my shoes first.
What are you doing? It says, how can you get caught up in that? And there's people getting ran over by sin, over by deceit. But the enemy becomes real because it stands in front of you to hinder you. You in your way, trying to make it sound good, look good, feel good, dress good, preach good. Get the people out the street.
When do I realize that I have it